am just like 1 minute early. Good morning, good morning. I am Brenda Hillard. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am located in north central Minnesota. So here's the thing. We have lots of visitors in our area this weekend, so I don't know how transmission is going to go, but just know that if the live stream does not go well, that I upload the video to my YouTube channel following the live. So again, I'm Brenda Hillard. Welcome to Coffee and Create with Brenda. This is episode 377. That's a lot of cups of coffee. But I love spending Saturday mornings with you. And I'm just going to wait a minute or two for people to hop on. You will see a comment that comes up that says thank you for commenting during the live. Be sure to like and share my video. I am not able to comment in the chat section during the live, but I'll go back and read your comments and reply afterwards. I will reply live to your comments as I see them come in, but as I said, there is a little bit of a delay on my end. So, all right, so here we are. It's 9:01. Let's get started. You'll notice that I have a new July host code posted right up here. This month, when you purchase $75 or more from me, you will receive one each of the 5 in-color treat bags, which are really fun. And then I have a 5-card tutorial that goes along with how to make a card using those bags out of each one. So anyway, I hope you will shop with me. I provide excellent customer service, and I love the art of paper crafting and stamping. So here we go, down to the workstation. All right, so as you can see, I've got the annual catalog here. This catalog went live in May. If you do not have your very own copy of the catalog, please reach out to me in the link below. It won't be on the live, but if you go out to YouTube, I post links down below, and you can request a catalog there. Or you can go to my website at createwithbrenda.com and check it out there. All right, I see people hopping in here now, so that's a good thing. All right. Let's see what we've got. It looks like transmission is going maybe okay, maybe not, but like I said, if it's really bumpy due to my internet access with the holiday weekend and increased people in our area, just know that I upload to YouTube afterwards. All right, annual catalog. If you don't have one, you can request one at createwithbrenda.com, or if you're watching on YouTube, it's posted in the links below. All right, today's card, a very simple, very easy layout, but it's a great layout if you purchased your designer series paper on sale last month. So, oh, good morning, Janine. Yeah, go over and catch it on YouTube. It'll be much smoother. I was worried about the transmission, but here we go. All right, so as I've said before, I have my box of recipe cards, right? So for this card, you need just a standard card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. The green layer is cut at 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. The white layer is cut at 4.5 by 3 inches. You'll need to cut 3 1.5 inch squares, and then of course your focal point. Okay? All right. I'm going to just shut a few things down and see if that helps our transmission. Okay, so here's our card. The fun part about this, I used the Glorious Gingham Designer Series paper. This is so fun. There's blueberry bushel, and it's a big plaid on one side and a small gingham check on the other. It's lemon lime twist. What else do we have? Pretty peacock. We have pecan pie and berry burst. And so is what this pack did is it kind of brought in some of the new in colors. I just want to make sure that that is pecan pie, and it is. Yay. Sometimes I think it's hard to tell between the pecan pie and there's another one, copper. Oh, I'm just losing it today. Anyway, so, and then on the other side is the checks. I love these. I think they're just the sweetest papers. And is what's really fun is with 3 sheets of paper, you have enough, with just 3 6x6 pieces, you have enough to make actually 3 full cards with an envelope flap. So let's get started here. Here's what I have: a scrap of basic white, a scrap of berry burst, and good morning, Kathy. All right, so I'm going to bring in my supplies. We're going to make 2 cards. I did one in berry burst, and we're going to do one in blueberry bushel and one in lemon lime twist. Okay, so here's what I used: the Glorious Gingham, as I said, the Wonderful Thoughts. I love this stamp set. This Thinking of You is just the cutest. And then there are dies, 19 of them, that match the sentiments here, so that you can get these fun little cropped sentiments. How good is that? All right. And then last but not least, I have Stylish Shapes, because, you know, I use those almost every time. And I did this long, narrow banner in basic white. And then I also brought in the Wanted to Say dies. And as all I used out of all 14 of these dies is just these little hearts right here. Okay? But these are so cool. Like, do you remember our thank you dies? I think it was called like Amazing Thanks, where you can cut out your letters and then cut out the shadow or the solid piece behind. This has Feel Better Soon, You're Too Kind, Happy Birthday, and then Celebrate. And then all these fun little, like a package with a bow. There's a little flower, some stars, the hearts, and then a stem. It's a really fun set. So this is the Wanted to Say dies. And I haven't made my samples of these yet, but those will be coming. All right, so there's those, our pieces. Here's our standard card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I'm just going to match up my edges and fold. Did I get them even? Yeah. Yay for me. All right. Then I have a basic white envelope, and we may as well do our envelope flap. I always like to put down a silicone mat when I do this because I don't want to get my placemat all sticky. And I don't know if you know this or not, but the seal doesn't stick to the silicone mat. It will lift up. So that's kind of fun. Being we're doing the berry blue no, blueberry bushel, that's what it is. Berry blue, where did that come from? I think that's a Kool-Aid flavor. Alright, so you saw me put adhesive on the flap, and now I'm just going to use my snips, and the flap is going to be my cutting guide, and I'm just going to go right around my flap, just like that. So now this is our cute little, as I say, matchy-matchy envelopes. No naked envelopes, right? Alright, let's bring in our pieces. And I have gone ahead, I took my scrap of Berry Burst, and I cut out those adorable little hearts from the Wanted to Say. And then from the Wonderful Thoughts, I stamped the Thinking of You, this one, right here. Look at all the sentiments in there, you guys, 14 of them. So Thinking of You in Berry Burst, and I did that on basic white, and then I took the coordinating die and die cut it. So now I get these cool letters. There's some really good dies in here too, the heart dies. There's this floral piece. It's a great addition to your collection if you don't have it. Alright, so now is what I want to do is I'm going to glue, using my Stampin' Seal, this little piece of basic white. And remember from our card recipe, this measures 4.5 by 3 inches, and I'm putting it on a piece of Blueberry Bushel, and that measures 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. Remember, I put all of the measurements in the description on my YouTube channel following the live. Alright, I just glued that on, centered it to the Blueberry Bushel. Now, before I do anything more, I want to glue on my little squares, okay? So I'm just going to, 2 of them are just going to go straight down onto the card, like so. And these are just offset, so they don't have to be lined up. Just try to get them as straight up and down as you can. Oh, we've got lots of people on this morning. Okay, it says people are trying to reboot, but it's not working. For that, I am sorry. Like I said, even my phone calls this morning with my daughter were dropping. I don't know, just the number of people in town on the towers, it just doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of adhesive in the center of my banner, my die cut banner. And then I'm going to put that just right about at the bottom third of our lemon lime twist square. Okay, so now I'm going to add my dimensionals. Just like that. 4 of them. And then I can put that right here. Let's bring in our mini dimensionals. And whenever I do minis, I for sure like to use my Take Your Pick tool because they just are so little and they are so sticky. So I'm just going to take my backings off, add my little sentiment here, Thinking of You, and then my hearts. And those are going to get put on with minis also. And then I can just put those right up here. So there we have our focal. Let's put some dimensionals on the back of here, and you know I always put 5 because I don't like any sagging in the middle. It just helps keep everything nice and level. Alright, and then center on my card. Alright, so I'm just going to keep my recipe right up here. So now we have a blueberry bushel, a berry burst. Aren't they cute? I just love them. And who doesn't love getting a thinking of you card? I know that I do. It just makes it so wonderful to know that somebody actually took the time to write a little note to me, put a stamp on it, take it to the post office or your mailbox, and send it. It's a lot. I mean, it's nice to get emails, but emails you can fire out pretty easily, right? And it's just not the same as getting this little bundle of love in your mailbox. All right, what's everybody doing for the 4th? In just a few minutes, well, maybe like 45 minutes, I am going to have 14 people here until Monday. Our family's coming, so that's fun. Get to see the grandkids, the boys, some of them. And yeah, it'll be nice because, you know, once they start approaching that teenage years, they get so busy, and I don't know, you just don't see them as much as you used to. All right, I'm just remaking the same card, only this time I'm going to use Lemon Lime Twist. And I love that you get 3 beautiful cards with just 3 6x6 sheets of paper. And I know we all have a stash of paper. I know I do. So 2 of the squares, these are 1.5 inch square. 2 of them get glued right down flat. And then when we do this one, I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive right in the middle of our banner and put that at the bottom third. And when you're working with gingham paper, it's really quite nice because you can follow your plaid lines to get everything nice and straight. All right, let's put some dimensionals on our piece here. Then we can just center that up so it overlaps our 2 squares. Get our mini dimensionals on our thinking of you sentiment here. All right. Oops, wouldn't that just be it, thinking of you upside down? There we go. And now just our little hearts. Those little backings from the dimensionals, boy, do you just find them everywhere in your house? I know I do. Even places I don't stamp, I think they stick to the bottoms of my shoes. And I just carry them all around with me. Sharing the love, sharing the love. All right. Put that right up here. Add some dimensionals to our focal piece here. There's that. And that. Look at, in that short amount of time, we have 3 beautiful thinking of you cards with matchy-matchy envelopes. So I have lemon lime twist, blueberry bushel, and berry burst. All right, you guys, have a very, very happy 4th of July, safe 4th of July, and I will see you next Saturday, which will be July 8th. All right, bye for now.